Good morning, everybody. It's now 17, almost 18 days in the wilderness. On the last episode, we crafted ourselves a nice pair of boots. I wish I can actually take a look at myself in the boots, but we cannot, which is unfortunate. But we are gonna take all the metal that we've gathered. We're gonna get the hell out of here. I'm not going to need any of that. Okay. We are definitely getting out of here. We're going to head all the way to the end of the tracks on the railroad that we've abandoned for the last 3-4 episodes. And we are going to see what's at the end. And if possible, maybe take us somewhere, if possible. Because I do remember we followed the train tracks and they led us to the ravine, and the ravine led us to the Mystery Lake. So hopefully we'll find something, and if not, we'll backtrack back towards the ravine. And I'm gonna... Still no firearm, but still got a good 80 days to find a firearm. I'm not too sure if I should try and aim for completing, not completing, but trying to get the
thank goodness,
the rifle.
made it through another night.
Like, I'm planning on trying to get the rifle within 100 days, but at the same time I want to try and get both of it done. Like, I want to survive 100 days, plus I want to get the rifle. Like, that'd be kind of like a little bonus of getting both of those objectives done. Technically, they're not achievements, but I like to set myself up with goals sometimes. Like, sometimes it might be impossible for me to complete goals, but at the same time, like, it's always good to have your own set of goals. It's always good to reach for something, right? Like, regardless of how important the goals are, or least important the goals are, you should always have a goal in life. No matter what you do or where you want to go, you should have goals in life. Like, the goal should not be like, I want to make $1 million, because that's going to be impossible for you. But try and aim for something. Like, maybe my goal would be invest in stocks or something like that. Like, just something like really simple that you can do. Call that a goal. An achievement would be doing something like insane that you would never really do, but like you did it. Like you parachuted off like a very tall tower or something like that, and then you landed in a moving car full of hot women. That's an achievement. That would be an achievement. And maybe a high five. Actually, if anyone has ever done that and put it on YouTube, send the link to me. I want to high five that guy. Like, if you ever jumped off a very tall tower in a parachute and landed inside a car full of hot women, I should actually high five you. Unfortunately, there's no high five button on this thing, but you get the idea. Yeah, we're getting really close to this tunnel here. I'm hoping we'll find something at the end. Like, something real good. Okay, now that we've walked this far, I wanna check my boots, see if they're actually taking damage. They're not taking damage. That's interesting. Which means it is very good of us if we actually can craft rabbit skin. I think it's like rabbit skin mitts or something like that, and I think it takes the same amount of pelts, like 10 pelts and 2 guts. Not 2 guts, but 4 guts, and then we need to survive 12 hours. It is probably doable on Coastal Highway, because I know there's that one island that has like all the rabbits around it. And then as long as like a wolf kind of goes near it and just starts chomping everything, we could probably loot it. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find a rifle. And that's gonna be probably the toughest part, because we haven't seen a rifle in a while. Like, that, and also we never have gotten the rifle yet, and I do want to get the rifle, just so we can try it out. Because it's the only weapon in the game that you can actually shoot at things and be successful at it. Whoa, there's a huge dip there for some reason. Like, we just clipped through the railroad right there. That is not good. Like, if you ever fell through like that would probably hurt a little bit. Like I remember when I was a kid, and like as a kid you always like try and balance on things. So I remember like when I was a kid I was like balancing on like, I think it was like a wall or something, and I slipped and I like fell on my balls. Like literally, like, have you ever seen anyone get hit in the balls? Like, it was that sound and that pain, but like it was like a childhood pain. Like, I didn't lose like a nut sack over it, but like it was painful, man. Like, I screamed and then like I started crying like a bitch. Like, it was brutal. Like at first it didn't hurt as much, but like as I got up, it hurt. But then after that, like, I don't know why, but like I became like a nutsack magnet or something like that, because like for some reason like everybody wanted to kick me in the balls like after that happened. Like, it was like some sort of curse or something like that. Got some dead bodies, I think. I think those are dead bodies. That, or they're crates of some kind. And there's another pry bar, which could come in handy. But yeah, but for some reason, like,
Never know.
people
Could
kept
be
kicking me in
useful.
the balls. I don't know why. Like, everybody around me for a good 7 years just wanted to kick me in the balls. Like, like, sometimes it would be unprovoked, and sometimes there'll be just like accidents. And I'm not even quoting that; it's like actual accidents. Like, I remember like one of those like street, like these orange street hockey balls that just went right for my balls. Like this is getting super damn personal, but like, yeah. Like, I'm not too sure how to describe the ball, but it's like, it's not filled with anything, it's just filled with air, but it's like bright orange, and you use it to play street hockey with. I got hit in the nuts twice with like those things on accident, and it hurt every time. I almost got hurt a third time when that happened, but I was lucky to keep my stick up in the right place at the right time, and it just like deflected off my nuts. I was just so happy that day that I didn't get hit in the nuts. I was just like, oh my god. But yeah, basketballs, those hockey ball things, I got kneed in the groin. Pretty much like every appendage to the groin. I'm gonna just like leave it at that. Feel sorry for this guy. We were so close. I'm gonna take his stuff. We were so close on surviving, and then he died. Because pretty much when you have a knife, you can just like skin meat and food and stuff like that, and you're pretty much good to go. Sucks to be him. Okay, so there's nothing at the tunnel collapse, which is unfortunate. I'm not too sure if we should start wandering into the forest. At the same time, like, I feel super safe just walking along the railroad. At the same time, I know there's something deep in the forest that we can probably check out. But I think for now, we're gonna just walk back, I guess. This is kind of like, this is like Coastal Highway all over again. We reached the end of one point, and now we're gonna continue on going backwards. And hopefully we'll find some things along the way. Hopefully some good things. And maybe, if possible, we'll make it back to Coastal Highway. Like probably stuff doesn't respawn, but if we head back to Coastal Highway, we can finally go into that mine tunnel looking thing that was near the watchtower, like 10 episodes back, or 11 episodes back, or something like that. Like I wanted to go in there, and then we found out that this railway takes us all the way here. So I definitely want to go check that out. And then we'll see where we can go from there. It's gonna probably take us like 5 days to get across here, but it'll be worth it. I'm thinking since it's 9 o'clock now, we can, I think maybe around 6 o'clock we'll set up camp. I think that would be a great way to end the episode. I wish there was a way I can like just speed walk through the game. That'd be kind of nice if I can just speed walk. That's a nice little view of our goal, to just walk back the other direction. Kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda. I think there was like this one Legend of Zelda scene where there's like this huge mountain and you're trying to like go to it. And it kind of reminds me of that mountain. I forgot the boss's name. I think it was like Ganondorf or something like that. Gandalf. No, Gandalf was Lord of the Rings, but it was like Ganon, or like any of you Legend of Zelda fans, like comment below. Just tell me the guy's name. I keep forgetting the guy's name. Like Ganon, Ganondorf, Gandalf, some gammy guy. I don't know, but yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. I think his castle was like up this really tall mountain or something like that, and that mountain in the distance reminds me of that scene, sort of. I have to admit, walking in nature, here we've talked about a lot of things. And I think games kind of like lose that kind of like interaction with people to talk about really deep stuff, deep emotional stuff. I remember when I played Armed Assault, and that, like, back then Armed Assault was pretty interesting because like the day and night cycle, like sometimes you want to wait a certain time of day to attack, and a certain amount of days or a certain amount of time to like rest for your people to actually take a break and stuff like that. Because like it's not fast paced or anything, it's just more strategy in first person. And you're playing like a first person shooter, but at the same time you're trying to strategize on winning battles and stuff like that. So like sometimes you'll take breaks, sometimes you'll attack like at night, so you use night vision, stuff like that. And the stuff that you talk to about your squad mates, it was different compared to like any other game. Because in your other game, it's like all you hear is like a lot of people trolling you or talking about your mom, talking about how you should fucking die, how you should jump off a cliff because you suck. But in Armed Assault, like I remember like we had like deep philosophical discussions, like a lot of talk about like real life stuff that's going on. And then there are times where we're just like, just shoot the shit, just talked about nothing. Like I don't know how that works, but we talked about nothing. Like it was like a great way to just like relax and calm down after like fighting 2 straight hours in a video game. Like if you guys go back to, I think, my Battle of Corozal, I think that's what it's called, but I have a playlist on my channel that's called Battle of Corozal, and that's just like a small sample of what we did in Armed Assault. I don't think there's any servers running on Armed Assault anymore, or any North American servers, but yeah, it was intense. Especially like the battles lasting over 5 hours, where we just like fought in every like little nook and cranny of the map. And then there would be like times where we just fight for 1 straight hour and just like calm down for like 30 minutes and then went back into the fight. Sometimes it wasn't even like a really heavy battle either. It was just like we'll just like snipe people out or take vehicles out, and then that'll be the end of the battle. But like most of the time it would be like street to street and almost like it was literally like chaotic. Like almost like every war movie that you've seen and you've always said like, hey, I want to act out that part of the scene. Like I've probably done that in that game many a times. And that was like pretty rough too. Like there were certain scenarios that players would make up that would be like so tough to beat. But at the same time, there would be like these really open-ended kind of scenarios where you just plan and coordinate. Those were some good times. Definitely some good times. I think I'm gonna end the episode off once we reach the train here, but we'll pick it up after we pass the derailment area. But yeah, I kind of miss Armed Assault. I actually thought about getting Arma 2, but then like I was like, nah, there were too many DLCs that came with that. And then Arma 3 came out, and I'm like, yeah, I should get back into it. But then at the same time, like, it's now become a little bit more popular. It's gotten a little bit more fast-paced. And ever since DayZ came out, or should I say DayZ, because I'm Canadian, but yeah, DayZ. Yeah, ever since DayZ got out, the game got popular, and I'm just kind of like, eh. There's gonna be a lot of these like zombie wannabe games that won't be on that game. Like there will be mods for that and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I don't really want that. I like the old like co-op scenarios from Armed Assault. Like there weren't any like survival games that were zombie survival or anything. It was just straight up. It was just like straight up guns and guns, and you just like shoot at each other, or you fly, and you pretty much win battles and stuff like that. There's probably like servers and stuff for that, but at the same time, like it's kind of off-putting that the majority of the videos I've seen are like DayZ, or like DayZ the mod, or just like anything that's like zombie related. I'm just like, this game's starting to turn out more of a zombie fest for the entire community than it is for like people who want to like play in like very realistic environments and stuff like that. And I just like kind of like gave up on that. Well, we passed the derailment area, but I'm gonna end the video off here, but I'm gonna continue walking along the railway here in hopes of making it out. But I'll see you guys next time.